I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier.
Wow, so this cutscene is still going on. That we've been talking to this guy for a long time.
It's okay.
Oh, that was a long time.
There is actually a lot more you can talk to him about, but I wasn't gonna do all of that. So okay, so
I'm bored. Can we shoot somebody now?
We've got, like I said, we've got that prototype vibroblade, so we can stick that Jedi's vibration cell into it, and that does something. I don't even remember what that does. What the fuck is the effect of that?
Wash it off first.
Increases the damage, the physical damage by 1. Okay.
Hey, Carth, check it out. I'm reading my swords.
Well, yeah, this game is kind of
turn it on and it's like...
There's a lot of rough spots. Like, you always have your weapons drawn. All the time. Yeah. Which is weird. So it's a little less bothersome when you're using lightsabers because they're not turned on all the time, but...
This is a raid.
Okay,
like,
time to talk about Knights of the Old Republic morality choices.
Yeah, no, there's not even a choice here, really.
You just walk right the fuck up onto some murderous fascist Sith asshole skinheads. And they're innocent victims. How are you gonna play this one, Josh?
Could go either way. There's obviously a lot of subtlety here.
Apparently, they think that I'm on the alien side. Which, you know, that's ridiculous. I would never do that.
You don't get a choice on this one. That's right.
And then we killed them really quickly.
Oh,
what
you
difficulty
killed them
are we on? So this game has something really clever, and I didn't really recognize how clever it was until I played through it again, like, just a month ago. Which is that this is, like, I think the first fully voiced BioWare RPG, right? Like, the one that has voices for every single character. But they don't. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you too!
Yeah, they've got these sound files that are just alien gibberish. And you know, 2 important goals. You record less total lines of dialogue because you can totally reuse all that. And it sounds super Star Wars-y. This guy sounds just like a Star Wars character.
Unfortunately, they've, like, scaled the length of the voice files a little bit long for alien
Oh my god,
talk.
they're so long. And it gets way worse later on in the game the more you encounter aliens. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it, you're an alien.
It's also bad because some of them are more recognizable than others. For example, Chiku Hidao Hidonga, Wanakompe Chipane Mulera.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it gets
you can recognize them being used
dude,
again and again. The same
yeah,
sound file
they really could have
3
stood
conversation.
to record like twice as many
at half as long
language lines. Yeah,
like you can err on the side of being short. We don't actually need to hear. Nobody's going to say that wasn't long enough to convey all those words, because you know we're clicking through when we stop reading. So they could have used twice as many at half the length.
So here's another lore tidbit of like, at some level someone recognized, like, hey, everybody's using swords, that makes no sense, and apparently rather than trying to fix it on a gameplay level of making, like, blasters useful, they just said, fuck it, let's justify it. So they said, like, okay, people are running around with these energy shields that they can activate, and we'll get some at some point. We're not going to buy any here because that's fucking stupid. Oops, I skipped.
Cop an eyeful of that dude's 2003 years when we go back to his portrait.
Yes. So people are running around with energy shields, and these energy shields are able to block blaster bolts pretty effectively, but they're completely useless against something physical like a knife in your stomach. So everybody apparently everywhere is now using just swords on, like, the front line of battlefields. People are using fucking swords in Star Wars.
Invent gunpowder. invent gunpowder right here on the spot. I'm telling you, you will win all
they
the wars.
they went like halfway here. Like they decided to give everyone swords, but like they didn't bother to figure out how to make fucking guns.
Or just
so I guess
crossbows
like
or anything.
if we showed up in the Star Wars universe with guns, we'd be able to kill everyone really easily.
I'm just gonna say the word slug thrower right now, so the nerds in the comments don't have to.
Yes, those are also real things in Star Wars. So I don't know what the hell. Yeah, okay, so this dude is
with slimy
shopkeeper.
His tentacles look like those giant, what is it, gummy bears that you can buy?
He's got a bunch of stuff we can't
Man, now I want
afford.
gummy bears. Now I want Swedish fish.
Ew. Are you an old man? Are you Seamus?
Look, I don't like sweet things, and
Let's
I prefer
randomly
Swedish
break
fish
into
to gummy bears.
What are you doing in here?
Oh,
Let's randomly
yeah,
break
this
into
lady.
people's
Here to someone's
houses.
home?
I'm sorry. I was just
That's
investigating the
You
area.
can't just go around barging into people's
That's how I
apartments
investigate
because
areas.
you're
I just break into all the buildings and look around.
That's
I like
no
that
excuse.
they made her voice just so annoying, so it makes you like more willing to do the more evil option. And I remember the first time I played this, I was like, "Oh, I don't like your voice, so I'm just gonna be an asshole." I'm like, "Get out of my way!"
I'm in enough trouble
And just like
already.
steal
Besides,
shit. And I was
don't
like,
know if I can trust you.
Besides, I don't know if I can trust you because you fucking broke into my house.
I am nothing, but I am
Persuade, you
unimpeachable.
can trust me.
"That's all the persuade is? That's all it is just you can trust me? When has that ever
Well, no,
worked in
Mumbles
real
good at
life?"
this.
Mumbles, they don't have the animation for it, but you also turn around and
That's
waggle
why
your
I'm
butt.
hiding out here.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's
If I wasn't
basically a Jedi
trustworthy,
mind
would I
trick.
I've done that
Animation
before.
budget was pretty limited.
I've
If I
done that
wasn't
before.
trustworthy, would I be carrying 2 swords?
So
Think about it.
So again, we've got this kind of like this dialogue isn't that great, and you've got.
Is there
the-
anything?
Is there
your
anything
choice-
I can do to help, or I'll collect the bounty on your head? What should we pick? Should we start out good or bad?
Bounty.
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 If that pig had just kept his hands to himself,
The quilted
I
quick
wouldn't have
picker
had to give him that
upper.
scar with my vibro blade. He gets drunk and tries to force himself on me, and I get a
She
bounty put
sounds
on my head for
surprisingly
defending
collected
myself.
for someone who
Where's the justice
busted
in
into
that?
her house 2
Holden's the
minutes
one to
ago,
blame,
wielding
not
2
me.
swords.
Oh man, they're gonna make me feel bad about being a bounty hunter. Fuck it.
Oh
Let's
man,
just get the
I don't
money.
like justice. I just want to do crimes and get money.
I don't care. I
Should
want
we be
money.
nice to Carth? Oh, okay, Carth. Maybe we could help you out.
You know what, Carth? Maybe we should not just
When you work for the local
kill and
crime
rob
lord,
this
the
victim
authorities
for
tend
no
to turn a
reason.
blind eye.
Let's help
But
her
you
You
can't-
instead.
convinced me,
Extremely
Carth.
important now.
Thank you for putting
There's
me
no
back on
option
the,
that
the
is,
moral
I don't
track.
care, I just want the money. This is so lame.
Wait, can
You
we
should-
have this
what I'm
conversation? Oh my
If that
god.
pig had just
We could just
keep it-
loop this conversation.
Oh, this is so lame.
If I hear the phrase "scar with my vibroblade" one more time, I swear.
You could try
I wonder if
that.
there's like you're getting
So
good or bad points from this.
In the lower city.
Can you farm it? That's what-
That would be interesting
Holden's
if
getting his own way.
that was
That's
an
what
infinite
Fringe
dark
benefits
side
of being
point
a beacon
loop
for
at the
Dark.
very beginning of the
Working for
fucking
local
game.
crime lord lets you get away
You
with
just,
it.
as longer it goes
Still,
on, you
I
just see your
appreciate the
face
offer.
slowly morph towards
Goodbye
being
and
more
good luck.
evil
I hope
as
you
you
can talk
talk
some sense
to
into
her.
Holden.
And explain to her over and over
Well,
again
apparently
that you're
not.
gonna betray her.
That's so dumb.
Excuse
if
me,
you
I need to
pick
take some
evil
stuff.
options, you should get way hotter. Like bigger boobs, somehow a better butt, like more
Somehow.
makeup.
Somehow. I don't know if that's possible.
You end up looking like
Our butt,
Elvira.
I'm sorry,
and then it's,
Mumbles, our butt is unimpeachable.
Yeah, take what you want.
It looks
okay,
like a
cool.
Exactly.
it looks like someone put a giant peach in somebody's pants.
Let us go to the
Princess
upper
That butt
city.
actually looks like a prosthetic. Like you lost your butt in some terrible accident.
Like you had your
Well,
butt chopped off by
I
some
mean, that's
It's a
sis.
terrible accident, you say.
Yeah. Like they're like that's a staple of the Star Wars universe. Luke has a robot hand, Vader has a robo chest.
It's
You've
just
got
a robot butt.
It's like got blinky lights on it and everything.
Oh Oh man.
This is,
I can't wait to
this
see
is not terribly impressive by today's standards, but in 2004,
this blew my
2003,
mind
this was
in
like
2003.
fantastic.
And it feels like it's
I
alive.
didn't play it until 2000. I didn't play it until 2006, I think. But
I mean, there are games right now that look more impressive, but they don't feel like they're a living, breathing city. And for me, this felt like it was really alive. There's stuff moving around, stuff flying in the air. Like
I'd also like to
robots
say,
doing stuff in the background.
yeah.
I believe Jeremy Sewell composed the soundtrack for this game, and it is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
As far
So
as
it's just
Star
you and
Wars
Carth.
soundtracks go.
You attempt to mug a lady several times after she just told you that she's now running for her life after defending herself. You just did rob a bunch of vagrants, are wandering across, and then suddenly you just stop, and you turn around at Carth and you're like, Carth, I just want to know more about you.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making any sense.
I think we should just be like, we should just mercilessly flirt with Carth whenever possible.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm more used to taking action. Keeping my mind
And then
focused
shut him
on
down
the
when we
business.
go for Juhani.
Let's just do that.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have more questions,
I'll be honest, I did like his voice a lot, and when I first played the game, I was like, oh, Carth is such a dreamboat. But as the game progressed, I was like, oh my god, Carth, shut the fuck up.
More like Cartho nasty.
Really, that's weird, because I thought he was super annoying, and I wasn't really interested in him at first, but then once I heard his backstory, I thought, this character's pretty cool, and I thought of him as my buddy.
Well, I think it's because he's sort of angsty in the beginning, and the ladies love angsty boys.
Sort of.
I have a secret
Very
that I can't
angsty.
talk about. Yeah, that's like fangirl bait.
And I mysteriously
Yeah.
hate
I have a dark-
everyone.
I have a dark, mysterious past that I'm afraid to talk to, and I would only open up to somebody I trust.
But this is before
And then it's like,
Candor shows up. As soon as Candor showed up, I was like, I want to be your girlfriend, even though I cannot.
Mandalorian prom.
More stuff
Oh,
we can't
man.
buy. Oh wait, hang on. Can I get the permacrete detonator? 'Cause
Would
that-
you like some
I
punch?
would.
Yes, please.
I like the idea that a
Okay,
Mandalorian wedding would basically look like WrestleMania.
Yeah, see? He's perfect.
It's like,
you-
if
you'd have to
anyone
get
wishes
into
to
a
object to
cage.
this union, if anyone wishes to object to this union, let them crawl down and attempt to prevent the bride from
can
getting
I-
the groom down from the ladder.
Why can't I pick the lock on the cantina entrance? What is that? So this game has a mini game, a card
Oh
game in
yeah,
it.
Gwent.
Oh, fuck, I can't wait for Bazak.
It's basically
Okay, as someone who never
blackjack.
played this game, those
You never
words
played
mean
Bazak?
nothing.
It's so
I didn't
awesome.
do it either. I didn't do it either.
I played quite a bit of Pazak until I realized, wait, there is no benefit to playing this game except to get really tiny amounts of money from peasants. This is a waste
No,
of
no, no,
time.
no. What you do
Yeah,
is
but it's
you
super
have the
fun.
version. You have the version that has the extra Bazak dude out in the middle of space who puts tons of stupid money on every bet, and then you're like, yeah, more money, motherfucker.
Oh shit, does the Yavin guy like bet super high or something?
So I feel like
Are you talking about
when
the
he
guy
went
at
and
the
saw
satellite
everyone
station or
play
whatever?
Yeah, the
Burns
roadie.
Ball,
Yeah.
And everyone keeps saying Blurns, and I don't know what it means.
That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits get you
My offer still stands. I'll get you the worst Bazak deck in the galaxy, completely insufficient for absolutely any purpose you'd put
I
it
can't
towards.
afford that.
Really, in
don't
a
have
field
any
where you
money.
can
Witcher?
buy success,
I
you'd
just-
think I would have
I
bought
just
some
bought
more.
this permacrete detonator. Do you want that instead?
Hard feelings.
It cost me 50 credits. All right, whatever. We'll get that later.
Will we? Will we actually? Are we going to Bazak?
Let's see.
We should play Pazak at least once.
Oh yeah, yeah, we will.
Just
at
to
some
waste
point.
$50 of Josh's in-game money.
You're from the military base. You don't look like a Sith.
Oh man, her hand animation is one of my favorite things. And you see it sometimes in Dragon Age, they do the same fucking thing. Where it's like, I'm rolling my wrist for no reason. I'm pointing
Oh
for no
yeah,
reason.
it's
Guys,
it's not good.
It looks like
in this
everybody
game.
trying to It looks like Qui-Gon trying to force persuade somebody.
Right.
Looks like Qui-Gon trying to do the Haruhi
Sounds like
Suzuyama
you
dance.
are happy.
Excitement in the exotic locales. Instead, I end up stationed at a military base on some backwater planet on the fringes of the galaxy. If I could just find some other way to earn
So the game is full of lots of cool stuff. People you can talk to who have different experiences and setups. And
the senior officers
one of the reasons it got popular is not just because of the awesome graphics for the time or the new combat systems for the time. It's because it's actually a legitimate good RPG with good storytelling.
might get me in trouble.
So I don't remember. I think if you're male, you
Yes.
can get into the Sith base by talking to her, but if you're female, you have to go over to
Yeah.
this dude.
The dude.
I can see from your exotic appearance that you are not from Taurus.
I can see from your
You're
okay, any
Hello.
dudes, do not try this line.
See from your
I've
exotic
never
appearance.
seen
Your
a
exotic
nose that
appearance, you're
twisted
not from
around.
Earth.
on the verge of
This guy makes me laugh
intergalactic
so hard.
Wait, this guy isn't doing the right. Oh,
I don't
this
care much for the
explains-
band.
It's different,
Explains
but I
some-
like
My words,
it.
they'll be famous soon enough.
I like how you're carrying two swords and you're pointing them right at my groin while we talk. That excites me.
Maybe have a brief
Girl.
And you've got your boyfriend behind you with
Would you
two
like
guns.
to meet the band?
I have a standing arrangement with one of
I don't.
the
You know-
So I'm not an idiot. So I don't know what happens if you select yes here, aside from losing money and having him run off.
That's pretty much
You
it.
sting me with your words. I
Does it ever
nearly
like
thought I
come
could
back
offer you
later?
the
Do you
rare
run into him in the
opportunity to be
lower city as a
celebrity
corpse
before
with
they
your
were
money
famous?
on him or
But
something?
I see you're not interested. That's too bad.
I don't
They really
remember.
are charming fellows. Very well then. I hope you enjoy the music.
They
If
actually
you change your
didn't code
mind,
anything
come
for
speak
that
with me
option
again.
because nobody ever selected it.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. Of course they
So-
don't
It actually
that was-
crashes the game, and not even the playtesters found out.
So that was Great Alile back with the other Sith person. This is Stephen
My name's
Bloom
Eugene,
doing
junior
the
officer, first
worst
class,
British
probation
accent
class.
ever in the history of
Is
everything.
that what that's supposed
I think it's supposed to be.
Oh, just off my shift over at the factory.
You're on terrace, can't stand
This is just like when I watched Frasier when I was a little kid. I used to think that's what British accents sound like, but that guy was just from Boston.
I'm cleaning chimneys here on Taurus, yes sir.
You know, it's like
It's a
every
living-
backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. You know, they have to make the best of things.
Look at his stupid nose. Like he just always looks like he smells
It's all
shit,
about
just
attitude.
constant.
He's got like his lips just curled back a little bit in a sneer bearing just the tiniest sliver of teeth.
An assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
This guy just looks, he looks like a fucking rat.
It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff.
It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. Oh
No,
god.
let's do the do.
It's nice to meet somebody that's going through the difficult time of wearing a red shirt, just like me.
Why don't you drop by the party?
So why are we doing this? Well, we don't know it yet, but we will need Sith uniforms at some
Starting
point.
right after our shifts end.
Well, also, just this guy's raw
Going back
sexual
to base
magnetism.
to lock up our uniforms.
That
Look
too.
forward to
I
seeing you
mean,
there.
you know, this guy is the third romance option, obviously.
So just like the clanging
Nothing
hint he
else
just
in
dropped
there.
there. We weren't even going back to lock up our uniforms. We'll be fast oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing the wrong accent. We'll be fast asleep. We'll be sleeping right naked in the middle of the room with our weapons stowed on a table accessible to you. And we have a custom that everyone has to go to sleep before you do.
Compactor in the lower city.
What?
And where are those
What are you doing, dude? What the fucking shit?
Talk to me.
What
Everything
is
about
happening?
Talk
Oh
to me.
god!
Everything about this moment.
Talk to
This
me
shitty
now. Talk to me.
accent.
Why is the help here so incompetent?
Stop it, damn
One
it!
word from Daddy.
Talk to me.
Teleporting. This
Talk
is
to me.
weird.
Okay,
Do
Seamus,
you remember the
Josh,
conversation we had like 5
you
minutes
know
ago
what you
where we
have to
talked
do.
about?
You speak to me like that.
You
Daddy's
remember
going to
5
hear
minutes
about
ago when we
this.
said how much this place just felt like it was so real and alive?
Yeah.
Okay, stop
Yeah,
it.
real
No,
and alive.
no.
It's waiters fucking around doing nothing much and getting hit on pretty much as soon as you walk through the door. It's the bar
So the other
experience.
thing,
Get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch
in the
duel on
cantina
view
here, we've
screen.
got the arena,
Duncan and
which has been a
Geralt.
staple of BioWare
not like
games
we're gonna miss
for,
anything good.
well, it's not a staple
We're about to
anymore,
start,
but it
so quit
was.
complaining and just
It
watch
was.
The view screen.
We can go fight. I can probably win the first few matches here, but there is no way in hell I can beat this whole thing right now.
Right.
Yeah, I usually save it for last.
Here's the trick. Once, spoiler warning, we'll eventually become a Jedi. And once you're a Jedi, you can take Jedi levels. And Jedi levels are way better than, like, scoundrel levels. So what we want to do is postpone leveling up and not level up at all during this first third of the game here on Terrace. And instead...
It's not a third of the game.
It's a big chunk of it. It's several hours, though. You spend several hours here on Terrace. And if you don't level up at all, then you can take more Jedi levels and basically be even more OP. Once I heard about that strategy, I can't not do it, but it does mean screwing yourself here in the early game and only being level 2. And some of these guys you fight here in the arena, the game assumes that you're leveling up, you know, reasonably. It's a reasonable assumption, and so if you're trying to game the system by not leveling up and you're trying to do the arena, you're going to have a hard time. And you kind of have to glitch your way through it or abuse some combat mechanics. Thankfully, there are plenty that can be abused.
Mechanics. What
Hey, on a side note,
about?
why is it that game developers have moved towards level scaling lately?
Yeah. But see, I like breaking games like this. I like discovering this thing, and it makes you feel like you're getting away with something, and you're doing something the designers didn't intend, and you're not just going down the path that they made for you. It feels like you've left the trail.
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
Why don't you just carry this field around with you everywhere? You'd just be immortal. This doesn't seem like it has some Battlefield application. Seriously? Or shit, just put it in, like, work environments.
So, can
like,
I try
oh no,
that
I
again?
slipped with the vibro cutter.
I can, so I can just repeat. So the other thing is there's a dice roll involved in doing persuade checks, although sometimes you just too low to actually get it.
Yeah.
So if you can get persuade checks multiple times, yeah, whatever. Maybe we'll come back later. I'm probably going to level at least twice here.
I
there
think
are several valid reasons. Sorry, keep going.
Are there though? Are there really? I don't think that any game that has ever had you just like roll dice to determine if a speech check has ever felt satisfying.
Oh no. That's not what I was talking about by valid reasons. I meant there are several valid reasons to level up here.
Oh, by the way, sorry, just real quick. By the way, yeah, I fucking include Fallouts 1 and 2 in that. It is bullshit that sometimes you fail speech checks for no reason when you put the skill points in.
What?
Well, see, these are enemies. Do you remember when Carth taught you about attacking people and using weapons?
Do you remember when Carth taught you about enemies?
I like that guy.
The
What
lady
happened?
I pissed off?
Trask, I think you went to a farm upstate.
Oh, that's nice.